first because he has to go back into his college class. This is the first time we could get him today. Just got out of jail this morning. We got Manny Valencia and Anthony Veras coming up as well. We're also arrested. We'll go to them in a moment. Luke Rudowski, we happened to be up here Saturday night. We heard you got arrested. You made your one phone call from jail, and we did an emergency broadcast, got the word out. So I want to hear what response that caused. What have you been charged with for asking Bloomberg a question or even arriving at a hotel to do that as a member of the press?
First of all, I want to thank you and your listeners for calling into the police station last night. My friend Anthony and Manny, they were listening to the police officers talking over about the press pass and how they wanted to charge me with having a fake press pass. It was your callers, it was you that called in and got those charges dropped. They are charging me with criminal trespass for walking into a hotel, nothing else. I was never asked to leave. I walked into the hotel, and as soon as I did, I was on the third floor. I was immediately ID'd by Bloomberg's personal security guards and police intelligence. I was brought downstairs. When I was brought downstairs, I was told I was detained. I asked them, why am I being detained? Why? What's the probable cause? They were like, no, just stay here. You're detained. They had police intelligence by me. Then the police intelligence got the police officers, and they told them, this kid won't leave. And I was asking, I was like, can I please leave? Can I please get out of here? Can I please go home? They're like, no, you stay here. They went to the other police officers, and they said, oh, he won't leave when we tell him to leave. I was already on the first floor.
So that's a frame-up. Let's stop right there. Let me stop you, Luke. On record for folks watching this later on the web or at prisonplanet.tv or on the radio listening, in Truth Rising, there is the footage from two different camera angles. He's on a public sidewalk protesting the cover-up of 9/11 in front of Building 7. The retired police is security thugs for Larry Silverstein, the owner of the World Trade Center complex, who's cashed in big time. They show up and say, we're going to say your camera's a gun, your backpack's a bomb. We know you're not a terrorist, but you'll end up serving 30 days in the hole before they figure that out and let you out. Then police show up in blue. They grab your camera. They say, this is a gun. It's all on tape. Somebody down the street gets some video as well. And because we happen to get away with some video, they didn't frame you for a bomb. So we have the police on tape trying to frame you for a bomb and a gun. So this is par for the course. They grab you. They say, stay here. And you go, no, I want to leave. And they say, no, do not leave. Some cops stay, others go. They come back and say, he won't leave. That is a frame-up. This is the type of criminal activity they operate in. So that's your headline there for everybody. The police are framing him just like they tried to frame him with a bomb. This is the hardcore secret police crime syndicate we're dealing with the New York Mafia. What did you say to them when they said, well, hold on.
We had other guys with the camera back in the distance. That's why Manny was arrested. Manny was arrested for filming me getting arrested. Anthony was also in the building, and they set him up the same way. They said he would never leave. We were never asked to leave the building. I attended that building many times. This is where I confronted David Patterson. This is where I had an interview with Pataki and Charlie Rose recently. Even within a couple of weeks, I walk in there, show my press pass, and I'm allowed in. I walked in there, and as soon as I walked in there, I'm detained immediately. I'm told to stay there. There's witnesses. There's video. But get this. I came to the precinct. After I got out of Central Bookings, I went to the precinct where the cameras and footage was located. I asked them for my footage and camera. They said, no, you're not getting your camera. You're not getting the 3 cameras. You're not getting the footage. It is criminal evidence, and the DA has to release it to you, and it's part of a criminal investigation.
Now, let's be clear. Let's stop here, because if you get some two-bit lawyer, we'll just waste money. Nothing will happen. You need to get press releases out on this to state the whole truth. They framed you. They told you don't leave. Now they're grabbing your cameras, which is your evidence, and your tapes, the evidence that they came up and said, stay here, and then went and lied and come back and say he won't leave. And now, if they erase those tapes, that's more criminal activity. This is racketeering. This is organized crime if they do that. So we have them saying, stay here.
I was actually told by correction officers and police officers who I befriended during this whole process that they will probably delete the footage, as I was told by police officers. I was in the 18th precinct, at the precinct, and they were telling me, you're going to be let go in a couple hours away from this precinct. Within a couple minutes, NYPD intelligence came down. A whole bunch of guys in suits came down, and they said, no, he's going down to Central Bookings. They were looking through my pictures. They were looking through everything I had, literally, through everything that I had. They were just looking through every single thing, trying to look at any little problems with me, trying to get me in trouble. And they even saw pictures of me at a gun range, and they were asking me if I had a permit or a license, and they confiscated that camera as well and those pictures as well.
Amazing, yeah, there in the land of the free, home of the brave, going after your Second Amendment. Well, Luke, that's why I'd watch what you carry on cameras. I know you guys tend to carry a lot of your old video and photos and family photos with you, telling what these goons will try with that. Look, I commend your courage, and I commend what you've done, but I've told you, and I know you've said, no, I'm going to continue. I've said, look, they already set you guys up with, the other fella attacking you and then saying you attacked the girl in the wheelchair. They're going to set you up. You get death threats. They've already tried to claim you have a bomb on you. I'm not saying back off these guys, but I would only do it at press conferences, and I would watch yourself, because this is mafia. And next, the gloves are going to come off even worse. And you've done so much other good work with the other journalism you do, the other people you interview, the other people you confront at press conferences. This is a mafia don you're dealing with, the mayor of New York, and they're really getting sick of you exposing the fact that he's blocking the first responders' health care and other things. And those police are more than happy to frame you and send you to prison because you dare try to get them medical care. They want to be abused. They want to be hurt by the system. They think it's normal to frame people, as we have on video. So I would get all their names, who they are. I would go through the procedures of demanding that you have to, when it goes to trial, you have to mark as evidence your videos and then demand that they give you your videos so that you can use that as evidence. Already the lawyer you guys had for the last case of this then died mysteriously. Tell folks about what happened with that.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that this was an official press event. This was a Bloomberg fundraiser that other press people were attending.
No, I understand that. I understand
officers,
that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But they don't, Luke, a year and a half ago, they already tried to say you had a bomb and your camera was a gun. And you get death threats at your house. All I'm telling you is, go ahead and do what you're doing if you want, but be prepared for them to kill you. I mean, be prepared for us 6 months from now to hear Luke Rudowski OD'd, or Luke Rudowski jumped off a bridge, or Luke Rudowski shot himself in the head 3 times. I'm saying be fully conscious of the area that you're entering here. Okay, these people set up governors. They don't care. Okay, and thank God we already caught them trying to plant bombs on you. So all I'm telling you is be conscious. You're 22 years old. You're not bulletproof. I'm telling you that in warfare and info war, there's a certain time to break off things, and when you know what you're going up against. I mean, it's going to be hell just to try to get you out of this. And I know they're wrong. They're criminals. They're lying. All of this, I'm not trying to preach at you. I care about you, and I'm just telling you, watch yourself, and you really need to think about what I understand it's a press conference. I understand you have a right. I understand it's a hotel with restaurants and bars, and you would have left if they told you to leave like you always do. I know. I'm saying they're turning up the heat. You go to other events. On the street, his security people run up to you separately and say, that's Luke Rudowski. I'm just saying they're on you.
As Bloomberg security guards, they know me. Police intelligence knows me fully well. Every time I attend events, there's a historical past with this event that happened. Mayor Bloomberg, actually, a couple months ago, we confronted him because we were filming for our new film, Truth to Power. We confronted Mayor Bloomberg 5 times in 2008. And he actually put pressure on organizations that help first responders and told them, if he keeps confronting me, I'm not going to help you. If he stops confronting me, I will help you with the Zerdruga bill. I will help you with fundraisers. Now I had to confront him because he went back on his word. I left him alone for a couple of months. I didn't confront him. He even walked by me a couple times, and I didn't even say a word.
I know, and I know. And now that you're trying to get the horrible little demonic thug-like pot-bellied police of New York. I mean, it really is like out of a nightmare movie. You're trying to help them. They don't like that. They hate America. They hate goodness. They hate the First Amendment. They love tyranny, and they'll kill you if they get a chance. So all I'm telling you is maybe they don't need health care. Maybe they want to die of the asbestos. This is what they want. They want to pay. They want to be scum. That's all I'm telling you.
I will tell you that the higher officials of the NYPD and everybody involved with persecuting me is corrupt. But talking to the police department, talking to the corrections officers, going through the whole process down in Central Bookings, they are really fans of our work. They were extremely supportive and extremely helpful to me as well. There's a lot of good police officers out there that helped me get through this.
I know that, but I'm talking about the ones that are framing you. And I know Bloomberg said, okay, leave me alone. I'll get them some funding. But regardless, then those officers need to speak up that you were framed. I tell you, they need to know there's a lot of people watching this and a lot of people looking at this, and they need to know that they're going to end up, this is mafia activity. Now, when are they saying you're going to get your footage back?
They said the trial's in 2 months. They said I won't be able to get my footage back. I'm going to have to go through lawyers and the DA in order to get my footage back with official letters and official request.
You need to make a filing on evidence yourself that you need that for your trial. You understand?
And that's what we're going to try to do when we get a lawyer.
Look. The police, let me stop you.
Yeah.
When they beat somebody up on the side of the road, people sue and get the squad car footage. It's the same thing. They have to give it to you, okay? Go ahead.
I'm going to be talking about everything that happened in detail, even in central bookings. I mean, the stories that I went through the last couple hours were insane. I'm going to be doing a special live feed today at 10 o'clock on wearechange.org. I'm going to have to buy another camera because we don't have any cameras anymore because they're being held right now.
Okay, Luke, but please, Luke, do me a big favor. Tell me specifically some of the things that happened while you were in there.